afternoon. I want to thank everybody for coming today. Today is a really special day for these young men that have an opportunity to be able to go and play college football. This is a big day. I have a couple things. First, I want to thank Mr. Lawley, all of the coaches. Coaches, raise your hand. These guys have been doing a lot for our program. I really appreciate everything you guys did, okay? We're gonna go ahead and move and start our presentation. We have Kevin Montgomery, Landon Scurlock, and Lindsay as well. Today, I pulled this stat from off of NCAA.org, 1 million high school football players. That's how many we have in the world, okay? 1 million high school football players. 7% have the opportunity to go play college. 7.3%. So for us to have 3 here, this is amazing. That doesn't say the amount of money. These are just the amount of kids that are on the roster. So for that alone, I think that's amazing. I think these guys deserve a hand clap. It's going to be a short presentation. We're not going to take long. All right. These guys, they're going to make a decision about where they're going to play. If they are undecided, then that could be the case. We have until the month of July. Some schools report in June. If one of them were to change their mind or have another opportunity, this letter of intent is just something that we kind of do to make sure that they get the recognition. However, we do have one that's very undecided right now. So if something changed, we'll make sure that we keep you up with it. Kevin Montgomery, he played DB, receiver, did a fantastic job with us all throughout this year. He had 365 returning yards, 3 touchdowns, 31 tackles, 1 interception, 413 yards of receiving yards, 5 passing reception touchdowns, and 18 PPUs. Kevin Montgomery, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming out today. First and most importantly, I'd like to thank God for everything He's done for me, will continue to do for me in my life. Without Him, none of this would be possible. I'd also like to thank my mom, my dad, all my family, and all they have done for me to allow me to get to this point, especially my dad for pushing me to play, be the best I can. I would like to thank all my coaches, especially Coach King for me in my recruitment process, my position coach, Coach Vic, and all my teammates for making me a better player. My decision remains undecided, but I still want to come and thank you all for your support. Thank you.
Kevin Montgomery has, can I say the schools? Kevin Montgomery has an opportunity to have walk-ons at some different schools, as well as scholarship opportunity at Maryville. Still trying to work out the kinks. He's still undecided, so we want to wish him the best. Next, we have Landon Scurlock. This is going to be a tough one on him. We try to hold it all together. Landon Scurlock is definitely one of the biggest leaders on our team. Since the day I stepped through the program, this young man has been front and center for everything that we stand for within our program. He's just an outstanding person. And I want to say this because I left this part out with a little bit of nerves, but I want to tell you, to be able to go to college and play football, it talks about every part of the man, okay? Not just the athletic ability, but as well as being able to handle it in the classroom. Every last one of these young men have been able to handle that at a very high level. Never was an issue. Every time I've spoken to the school about any kid up here, it was always, we never worried about their grades. So that's big, to be able to do it academically as well as on the field, but most importantly in character, the character of the man. Coaches come in, they're gonna ask me, can he take tough coaching? How does it look? You know, at that collegiate level, those are jobs. Those are guys that are getting paid a lot of money, get a coach a job, bringing a lot of money to the university. They want to know how can he deal with it through the pressure throughout a year. Every last one of these young men did a great job with that. I wanted to make sure I made reference to that. Scurlock, throughout the year, 60 pancakes. On average, you'll see a high school player, possibly a little bit less than 10, maybe 20. This kid had 60 pancakes. 60. We declare a pancake as one man taking another man and putting him on his backside. This kid did it 60 times within the football game. So that's an outstanding stat. That's one that I always remember. That's something that I will always tell every player that I coach on the O-line about, because that is a number that is outstanding, all right? He also had a grading. Every week we grade throughout our performance, how well they do. This kid averaged an 88% grade throughout the year. Coach Jones is a very tough grader. He don't give you a 3 unless you deserve a 3. This kid to average 88% on grade, that just tells you how outstanding he is as a player. He had multiple scholarships, and we'll let him make his decision.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, I'd never be where I'm at today. Second, I'd like to thank my mom and dad and my siblings and the rest of my family for pushing me to always do what I've dreamed of. Third, I'd like to thank my coaches, especially Coach King, Coach Jones, Coach Johnny, for teaching me everything I know about football, teaching me the technique, how to play right. With that being said, I'd like to announce I'm going to pursue my athletic and academic career at Shorter University.
Next, we'll move on along to Lindsay. And let me go ahead before I talk about Lindsay, because after it's done, we want to make sure that we're going to ask all the football players to come up and take a picture with the players after we get done here. And then we're going to dismiss you back to class. After that, if there's anybody in here who would like to take a picture with their family or with the player, we're going to take all the families out, and we're going to put it individually and give everybody an opportunity to take as many pictures as you want. We have Kinsley down here taking the pictures for the school to be able to help us. So we wanted to make sure we had enough pictures for everybody and enough time. So that's how we're going to move out once we finish. Landon Lindsay is a guy that also, he actually transferred back into West Blocton the year I got here. Outstanding person. When you want to talk about character of a man, this young man stands above the average. When he came, learning how we were doing things as far as inside zone and all the different things, it was a progress throughout the year, the first year, and lit it up this senior year. Because of that, this led to opportunities like he has now. As Scurlock had 60, Lindsay had 36 pancakes, more than the norm of an average high school football player. So to be able to have 36, again, I tell you, it's about putting that guy on his backside. And 36 times this kid was able to do it. As well as Scurlock, he graded an 80% out of all our 11 games, an 80%. Every Friday night, we knew we can count on him to be able to do the things that we needed to do to have a productive offense and be able to do the things that our team needed. Lindsay did a great job of doing that. He's had opportunities to be able to come in and meet coaches throughout the year, and now he has a decision to make.
First and foremost, I just want to thank God. I want to thank Coach King for the way he pushed me. It wasn't easy. I had a lot of doubts this year, but as the year kept progressing and I had all types of support from just so many people, and it's just been great. I want to thank Coach Jones for those ladder drills every day. You don't get feet like that without that. Coach Vic, very supportive. Coach Autry, just all the coaches, just awesome. And I'm very thankful for where I'm at today, and I think for the next 4 years, I'm going to be at Maryville College in Tennessee.
All right, as I stated before, this is big, this is major. 3 kids, 3 student athletes right here from West Blocton to be able to go on to a collegiate level and be able to play. I think that's big. We had over 30-some coaches come out throughout the year to the school. They still are coming, still calling. It's kind of dying down right now. We're at the dead period. You know, they're resting, trying to get ready. They got that little break. But to be able to have 3 guys to be able to do something, that's going to tell a lot of schools now that we are here and we are making sure that our athletes are developed and ready to play at the collegiate level. To have 3 here, that's amazing. I want to thank each parent for allowing me to be able to coach these young men. I know it's been tough. I know we ride them, but this is why, because it's 7%. It's 7%. And for your kid to be able to stand there through that test of time, deal with it, and still be able to make it through, it says a lot about the kid as well as the parent. I just want to say thank you guys for allowing us and my coaching staff to be able to coach these young men throughout this experience. I get to add 3 more guys to my count that goes to college to play football. I got a joke, and my joke is, when I make it to the league, I want a black truck. I want a black truck, all tinted out, all black, all everything. So I told them that, and everybody knows that. And then all of a sudden, I got one guy come in my office with a picture of him, and he had me a black truck. However, it was a toy truck. But he did buy me a truck, so I want to thank them for all the members throughout this year. As I stated, if we can have all, did you want to say anything, Mr. Law?
Yeah, I'd like to say so. I'm just very proud of these guys, the way they represent our school. True student athletes, and that means a lot. First, they're students in the classroom. They're leaders on the field. They're leaders in the building. All of those things, what makes this process great. Just seeing somebody like Coach talking about, that 7.3%, you start doing the math, that's not a lot of people. And for the dreams after that, I mean, you know, it keeps shrinking. So maybe if y'all get that, bring 2 black. That'd be sweet for me too. But just proud of you. Want you to know that we love you. So glad rest of these athletes are out here to be able to see this take place. Hope it gives them something to work towards, and if this is something that some of these other players hope to do one day, just pay attention, you know. I mean, reality is this can be achieved, and you can do it right here. Love watching Kevin on the basketball court as well. Enjoyed Scurlock all the way through. Wish I could have been an administrator for Lindsay all 4 years, but really, really enjoyed him since the time he's been here. Once again, it's all about character and the way these guys carry themselves, and we're proud of you.